Zelete, thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. When your fundamentals are weak, doom so will expose you. The year is 2026 and the location is Nairobi, but for a moment, the world was transported back to the 19th century, a room filled with African leaders, intellectuals, and innovators. A room where the air was supposed to be thick with the promise of equal partnership. Those of you who are complaining you have not been seeing my videos, please make sure you click the notification and select all. But as the proverb says, the teeth may smile, but the heart remains the same. French President Emmanuel Macron did not come to Nairobi as a partner. He came as a school master. While the African Forward Summit was in full swing, a moment occurred that has sent shockwaves across the continent and everybody is talking globally. It wasn't a signed treaty of $1 billion deal. It wasn't a gesture, a walk, a tone of voice that reminded every Pan-Africanist why the struggle for sovereignty is far from over. Frustrated by the hymns of the conversation in the hall, the natural vibration of a continent that is finally talking to itself, Macron did the unthinkable. It wasn't his turn. He rose from his seat. He marched into the stage. He seized the microphone. Hey! 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 He barked. He didn't ask for order. He demanded it. He told the African audience in their own house that they should either stay and be silent or get out. If you want to stay here, you will play by the same rules, he declared. Now we must ask whose rules and who appointed Emmanuel Macron as the referee of an African decorum. Somebody who came into the continent as a guest became our master. This man who stands on global podiums claiming that the era of Francophrique is dead. He tells us that France has changed, Europe has changed, equal partnership, that the colonial arrogance has been buried long ago in the sand. Yet, the moment he feels he's not in the center of attention, the mask slips. The Jupiterian president emerges, treating African delegates like unruly children in a colonial classroom. The irony is as thick as the dust of the Sahel. While Macron was shishing Kenyans and South Africans in Nairobi, the people of Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso have already given him their answer. They didn't just make noise, they made a move. They showed the world that you cannot claim to be a partner while holding a whip behind your back.
Hey! 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 I'm sorry, guys.
Pesticides, destroy our environment, open air burning, air pollution, and our beaches are dirty. So then...
Already? You're not waiting your turn.
I will make order. Excuse me, everybody. Hey! 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 I'm sorry, guys. But it's impossible to speak about culture, to have people like that super inspired coming here, making a speech with such a noise. So this is a total lack of respect. So I suggest, if you want to have bilaterals or speak about somebody else, something else, you have bilateral rooms or you go outside. If you want to stay here, we listen to the people. And we play in the same game. Okay? Thank you.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is called leadership.
Beautiful people, please take a look at this video. This was Macron today in Kenya. Look at what he did. I want you to pay a great attention to this video, please.
So then...
Already? You're not waiting your turn.
Excuse me, everybody. Hey! Hey! Hey!
This is what some people's favorite, because When we are giving these analysis here, some people come to the comment section and say, oh, you're claiming as if you know everything, blah, blah, blah. This is what Macron did today on the African continent. This is nothing else but condescendence on Africans in their own country, on their own soil. I hope you can see. I hope you guys can understand. See, for those who think that France or these Westerners would ever have a win-win business or bilateral relationship with you, you are wasting your time. It's about time all African countries started taking after the AES. Because these people, there is just no way under any peaceful means they would ever look at you as their equals. They see you as non-human beings. Great job to the AES. Every day you guys would keep seeing why the AES is the right thing to do in Africa.
If you are in doubt what Emmanuel Macron thinks of Africans, just watch the conference in Kenya. He's holding a summit in Africa, and he has been very eager to let people of East Africa know that France has changed. France is going to be treating Africans with decorum and courtesy, and yet he marched up to the stage well before his time, and he took the microphone from the person that was hosting to tell the Africans in the audience to be quiet or leave the room. These people cannot help themselves. It doesn't matter how much they want to do it. They just can't help themselves. He literally, before his turn, like in a classroom, you know how like the teacher in a classroom would just walk over if another student was giving a presentation and take the microphone and ask them to be quiet or leave the room. That is literally what he did. And this is a true demonstration of what he thinks of Africans. It is no wonder those people in the western part of Africa who know him so well, they know the French so well, will not entertain them.
Macron outburst in Kenya is a psychological mirror. It shows that in the mind of Elysee Palace, Africa is still a place to be managed. He speaks of equal partnerships, equal partners. While standing on a stage, he wasn't invited to lead, silencing voices he claims to want to hear. The Pan-African response is clear. We see you, Monsieur Macron. We see the 800 French troops that arrived in Kenya just weeks before the summit. We see the 11 agreements signed under the shadow of a defense pact that shields foreign soldiers from local justice. You may have silenced the room for a minute, but you cannot silence a continent that has finally found its voice. The noise you heard in Nairobi wasn't a lack of respect for culture. It was the sound of a continent that is no longer interested in your lecture. Africa is not a classroom, and we are certainly not your students. To the brothers and sisters in Kenya, in South Africa, and across the AES, let this be a reminder. Sovereignty is not given in a French summit. It is taken in the streets, in the minds, and in the minds of the people. The lion does not turn around when a small dog barks. And Africa will not stop its march just because a desperate leader wants silence. We should stay awake, stay sovereign, because the leopard can never change a spot, no matter how many partnerships it signs. But the African will continue to obey and clap even when they need not to. Because the reaction from the African is not showing sovereignty. And these are the same things the leaders in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso are talking about. These people will continue to treat us the way they see us. It's just the African that is refusing to accept reality. That these people, no matter how much they try to present themselves to us, will never see us to be equal. Because we are not also ready to fight for that respect. But the noise, whatever that we have given to Macron, is just to let him understand. We are no longer interested in their lecture because we have had enough. We now know them for who they are. These summits can never change the fate. They have been here for how many years? Africa hasn't moved forward. Africa hasn't changed. It's not this summit that is going to change or make anything good, because whatever thing that they are doing here is for their interest. And those of you who are with me, you heard what he said, that they are here because of their interest. It is not their responsibility to come into Africa to change anything. So whatever that is here, as long as it's their interest, that's what they go by. So they don't have the CCT to see what the territory are doing. Whatever they're doing, as long as it benefits them, they are fine with it. And such a person will now come into Africa to tell us how much he loves us. What a beautiful day we have in Africa. And I hope this is going to be a lesson to all of us in Africa. And please, those of you who are still complaining about not seeing my videos, some over a year, that's too much. I post every blessed day. So please, make sure you turn the notification and select all. Select all. I love you for always choosing the latest. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall. And united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we'll make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world in Africa. East Africa. In Kenya.